Hey guys, it's Dom here and welcome back to my channel. I'm looking real cute. This look is my regular daytime go-to natural look. This is a light flex, so I'm not flexing on you guys, but this look I would wear to lunch, brunch, when I'm going out, when I'm going to work, when I'm going, anywhere. This is the type of look that I go for. This is my go-to anytime look. So this was the same look that I did in my drive with me, which a lot of you guys were asking about, so I'll link the video up here somewhere so you guys can go check that out. Also, this wig is from LengthsbyMel, so I will be talking a little bit more on this wig and also styling it, showing you guys what I normally do to style straight hair. So if you guys want to see more of what I do for this look, just keep watching. I know I said I was gonna do an eyebrow tutorial for you guys soon, but for today, for the sake of this video, I went ahead and did it off camera because I will be going out, so I'm trying to cut down on the time of getting ready. So to prime, I use my Professional by Benefit. So I use that and I prime. I only prime my T-zone and I focus mainly where my pores are, which are right here. And also I do go in and apply primer to my eyelids as well, because it just keeps, all those shadows in place. So now I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Medium Beige. And this is like one of my favorite concealers. I always have maybe like 4 or 5 around because these concealers are so nice. So now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier powder just to set all that concealer that I have on my eyelids. I'm going to zoom you guys up here so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, so this eye look that I'm gonna do is really simple, really easy. It's just 2 colors that I use. So the first shade, I'm going to go in with the Magic Mini palette, the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna be using this shade, which is Nana. And this is basically gonna be my transition shade. And all the brushes that I'm using, I will list it on the screen. So I really just go in with these shadows. I don't have any technique on how I do this look. I just make sure that they're blended out properly. And I blend this all the way a little bit close to my brow bone. I don't blend it all the way up. So the next shade I'm going to use, which is from the Shade and Light palette, of course, I'm also going to be using the middle shade, and I'm almost hitting pan with this color. This is one of my favorite colors from the palette. I'm going to go in with a more precise brush first, and then I'm going to use the other brush that I used first to blend both of those together. So I'm basically applying it the same way I did the first shade. Just start off in the crease and then work my way up. Okay, so I did lie. There's one more shade that I forgot about in this look. I used the highlight shade in the Kat Von D palette also, and I'm gonna go ahead and just tap this in the middle of my lid, and this way it kind of brightens the lid in a way, so you won't just have the 2 shades. So now I'm just gonna go in and just blend everything together. Just swipe motions, same way. And now the eyes are complete. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I'm just going to coat my top lashes with this, and then we're going to move on to false lashes. Moving on to lashes, I will be applying my Lashes by KM, and these are in the style 3D 640. Now, these were the same lashes that I wore in my Drive With Me video, which a lot of you guys were asking about. These are how they look right now, and I will be applying these lashes off camera, so I'm going to do that, and then we're going to move on to foundation. For foundation, I will be using my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and this is in the shade Cadiz. So I'm actually going to try a foundation brush. I've never used foundation brushes to do my foundation, but I feel like this will apply it a little faster for me. Also, what I do, I take the rest of the foundation and apply it to my ears. That way you won't have, you know, different colors on your ears. So I take this foundation. Of course, you have to make sure you blend it on your neck so it doesn't look like a mask. So I kind of blend it all the way down. I also take this behind my neck and blend that out so it doesn't look like just a line. That makes sense. I go in with my beauty blender just to give it more coverage. I felt like the brush wasn't really giving coverage that I needed, but it did turn out nice. And I mainly just focus most of the foundation on my cheek area because this is the area that I have, you know, most of the scarring, hyperpigmentation going on, so I don't really apply a second layer to my whole face. It's mainly just my cheek area and my nose. For concealers today, I'll be using two concealers. So I'll go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the medium beige, and then I'll also go in with the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear in the shade 370 Bisque Warm. So I use mainly the LA Girl Pro Conceal just to, I use this to highlight more than to just conceal, and also because my foundation is a little off in color. It's a little bit orange for me because I don't have a tan. So I try to use this to eliminate some of that orange going on, just to brighten everything. And then I'm going to use the tiniest amount, literally the tiniest. I don't think you can even see it, but I use a tiny drop and I just dot that underneath my eyes because I'm not really going for the full coverage look. Then I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and just blend everything out, and you'll see afterwards what I was talking about when my face is so orange and I just needed to brighten it up. You'll see what I mean. These two concealers work as a good combo, and the reason why I use two concealers is that the LA Girl works as just a normal concealer, while the Lancome for me is a under eye brightener. So it actually does give that brightening effect. It makes my eyes, you don't even see any bags. So that's the reason why I combine those two together. To set my under eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set that with the Laura Mercier powder, and I'm also gonna use my Morphe sponge, and I actually do like this sponge to set under my eyes. And I also do set around my mouth area just to avoid the creasing. I set around my whole mouth because I feel like when you set around your mouth, you actually protect that from fading when you do like go out to eat and all that stuff. So I set my nose. So I just set all the parts of my face which gets the most oiliest, which is my T-zone. Go ahead and set my whole concealer with that. So what I'm going to do is use my other LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Espresso. I'm gonna use this to contour my face. Because I kind of did everything backwards, I'm also gonna use the end of my Morphe sponge, and I love this sponge because of this. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to go in a downward motion and connect that to my lip. Okay, so now that is done, I'm going to use more of an angled brush and I'm going to just blend the rest of my face. I do have a big powder brush, but I feel like that's gonna be too big to set my face. So I'm just gonna take my time and gently just dust off the remaining powder. And then I also do go back in with the slightest amount and just blend everything. To contour my face, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to go in with this middle shade here, and I'm going to take a fluffy, more angled brush, and I'm going to just lightly contour my face. Before I move on to highlighter, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face, and I'm gonna use my Kat Von D setting spray, the Lock-It setting spray, and I'm gonna lightly mist my face just to blend in all those powders. And then I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to lightly press that in, just to get rid of some of that cakiness with the powders. For highlighter, I'm going to be using my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I feel like for the daytime, I just love this highlighter. I also hit pan in this, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up some product. And the way I apply my highlighter, I kind of go in an outward motion than doing, you know, swiping it up and down, because this actually makes the highlighter look nicer. And yeah, this highlight got me looking like a glazed donut. You already know this highlighter popping. Period. I take my highlighter and just go above my brow bone here. And that way when the light reflects, it kind of has that little shimmer going on. So I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and I'm going to use this to apply on my nose. And I also apply my highlighter to my brow bone. So I take it up where the arch is and then pull that down. And then slightly bring it inwards. I go back in with the fluffy brush that I used for the two shades and just blend that together, just so that it doesn't look harsh. And then for my lips, of course, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty lip gloss, and this is my favorite lip gloss. I wear this every day. So now I'm gonna spray my face one more time just to set everything including the highlight. Okay, so now that my face is all done, I'm gonna go ahead and style this hair. And this hair is from LengthsbyMel. I'm gonna leave her social media right here so you guys can go follow her. Also, it will be listed in the description down below. So I already flat ironed this hair from last night, but because I slept on it, it does have a little bit of bumps. Also, it is 22 inches, and what I'm gonna be doing is just curling the ends under so it looks a little bit more natural on me. So while you guys watch me do that, I'm just gonna give my overall review on this hair as well. So the things that I love about this wig: first, I love how straight it gets, and I love the texture. When I strain this hair and it cools to a nice silky look. I don't really know how to describe it, but it looks so silky and it's soft. Another thing that I do love about this wig is that when I flat iron this hair, normally some wigs that I do receive, they do have a lot of hair, so it does look like a wig, but this wig, it has the right amount of hair to it, if you get me. And even when I washed this wig, it didn't have any shedding, so I had minimal shedding with this wig. And the only con, because I don't like saying dislike, the only con that I have about this wig is that I wish it did have like an elastic band, or you know, some wig clips just for that extra support. But other than that, I really recommend this wig, and this would be my natural go-to look for straight hair. It looks so natural on me. So now that I got my hair straight, I'm gonna use my olive oil Hold and Shine Wrap and Set Mousse by ORS, and I take a little bit at a time, and I'm just gonna apply this to the ends of my hair. And I actually found out this trick that when I do this, it has like a nicer hold when I curl the ends. So after it cools, I just brush this out, and look how nice, guys. Like, no, let's take a minute. Just look at that. I can run my fingers through this wig. I'm also gonna take the mousse and I'm gonna apply it to the middle part, and this will allow the wig to lay flat and get rid of all the flyaways. So yeah, that's basically all I did for this wig, and I'm gonna show you guys back the finishing result. See how nicely curled it is. It's straight and it looks more natural on me. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also click that notification bell so every time when I do post, you guys will be notified. And all of my social media and Mel's social media will be linked down below, so make sure you go check out her pages, and I will see you guys next time.